Yay! I'm so excited. I think this is going to be such a good Zoom. There's been so much growth company wide over the past few months, and I think this is a topic that we need to talk about. And it's bucking up and being the CEO of your business. So often we jump into something like this, and it's the shift from employee to CEO is often the hardest thing and the thing that holds us back so many times. Because, guys, the truth of the matter is, we're raised in a society where you are not solely responsible. You go to school or you wake up for school because your mom wakes you up. You go to school, the bell rings and it tells you when class is over. The bell rings for you to go home. You go get a job. You clock in when your employee says you do. Your boss then gives you tasks, training, whatever it is, so you know what to do. You always have someone that you're reporting to. And then you jump into something like this business and you have no one to report to. Like, yes, you have an upline, a mentor, a coach, or whatever, but they're not your boss. They're not in charge of you or your business. You have absolutely no one holding you accountable like that. And so often that lack of structure and accountability is the thing that undoes us. And so I want to talk about that tonight. And we want to talk about how you can show up as the CEO of your business. You can shift from that employee mindset. You can take responsibility for your business, for your future, for your dreams. And I'm super excited. I've got several of my girls on tonight who we're going to hear from about how they've done this in their business and with their teams. So Macy, if you want to come in first, let's talk a little bit about being the CEO of your own business.
Hello. Okay. So I always I think it was Lanessa that said we want to inspire you, like as leaders, we want to inspire you, but not force you to work. And so with this, like we always want you to like sending the screenshots to us for us to help you instead of like us going to you like, do you need help with this? Like, what do you need today? And like stuff like that, because we're really not your boss. We're your leaders and we're just here to help you and like show you the way. And so I took notes because I always lose my train of thought. So bear with me on that. Um, hold on one second, sorry. Okay, so those who show up go up. So in the beginning when I felt like my upline wasn't as available as I was because she had a job, had kids and all that stuff. I was plugging into every Zoom that I could hop on so that I could learn from other people and not just rely on my upline. And so I encourage you to find Zooms that work for your schedule, whether it be the morning, the afternoon, nighttime, power hours, trainings, all that stuff. And if you're not available for any of those, then you can always ask your upline or the team chats like for recording so that you can watch it on your own time. So I like to watch recordings like when I'm cooking, when I'm doing laundry or things like that so that I'm constantly learning what can benefit my business rather than just relying on my upline to teach me literally every single thing and um sorry. That is basically all I have. But I'll pass it back to you, Mariah.
Okay, sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. My screen is acting all wackadoo tonight, but I love that. I think that is so good to remember to plug in. So often, like you were saying, you got to take initiative. We've got to have where we are reaching out. You can't expect your enroller or your upline to always be reaching out to you. You've got to play ball. It's a two-way street. And if you want the attention of your enroller, the quickest way to get their attention is to ask the questions because they're going to pour into you as much as you are receiving it. And if you're not asking questions, if you're not showing up, if you're not showing that you are receiving, they're not going to waste their time by pouring into you. So take the initiative, reach out with those questions. You will never bother them, okay? They are literally there to answer your questions. And when you feel like you're alone, when you aren't able to plug in, find a resource. So many of the people and the people you guys look up to, the leaders in this business and things like that, guys, were built on YouTube. They were not built by an upline. They were not built because they had the best leader and they had the right person pouring into them and the best mentor. And so they were guided to success, but they were built through YouTube. They were built through grinding. They were built through personal development books. They were built through family forward, trial and error. And you've got to get to the point where you are not going to rely on someone else to equip you to run your business, because it is not my business. It is your business. And you have to be so hungry for success and driven for the results and the dreams that you are willing to go out and do whatever it takes to find the answers. If you're stuck in your business, you don't feel like you are signing customers, then you better be watching trainings on YouTube, on the road to VIP, on your team page, on whatever, on signing customers every single day. There's absolutely no excuse to get stuck in this business and not unstuck yourself. Something that was once said to me that has stuck with me forever, in this business, someone told me that, Mariah, you've got to understand, no one's coming to rescue you. No one's coming to rescue you. No one's coming to teach you how to sign those customers. No one's coming to make sure your business is run. No one's coming to make sure you have the motivation to do your work today. No one's coming to check in and see if you did XYZ. No one's coming to rescue you. This is your business. We've been talking all year, guys, about building our dream business, and you can't do that if you are not responsible for it. Because if someone's doing it for you, it's not your dream. If you want that dream business, that thing that is going to change everything for you, that is going to make your wildest dreams come true, that is going to fix those financial problems, that's allowing you to come home to your babies, that's allowing you to do whatever those big, scary dreams are, the first step to getting there is accepting that no one's going to come and rescue you. No one's going to come and do this for you. It's your job to fail forward. It's your job to find the answer. It's your job to ask the questions. It's your job to take responsibility for your business. Because when you're in control, man. There's no one who's going to dictate it. There's no one who can put you in a box. You have complete freedom to design the business of your dreams and therefore the life of your dreams. So Hannah, if you want to jump in here and share some of your tips on being the CEO of your business.
Hey, yes, okay, I'm so excited. First off, I love what Macy said about watching recordings all the time. When I first started out, I started watching a ton of them because I was like, I had my second baby and I was like, kind of no idea what I was doing. And I was just like in this place, I was like, okay, I don't really, to be honest, I was never getting on a live training or anything because they just weren't scheduled at the perfect time for me to, not put my 4-year-old to bed or not spend time with my husband or something or whatever it was. But I started pulling out all the recordings and just watching them while I was in the shower for my, 2 minutes of peace and quiet. So I love that. You have to be willing to like get yourself the training. But then also like your upline's not far away. I mean, maybe they are sometimes, but we're here for you. So whenever you need something, you have to ask. But like you want to plan your own day and like make your own schedule. So that's what I was going to talk about. I got this planner because it says it's fine, everything's fine. Because that's how I feel like I live my days most days. But it has lots of different, like at the top it has priorities, and that's not there's not many lines on there, but I have my priorities, what I have to do. And then there's a long checklist beneath it of stuff that I should do or I need to do or whatever, but they're not exactly my priorities. So I'm going to try my best to do them. But, they may not get done. It really, I mean, it depends how my life goes that day. So, but yeah, I have to have a list. If I don't plan out my day, then I'm probably not going to get anything done. So you gotta have your plan. I know like weekly plans are good, but honestly, I'm not that dedicated yet. I have to do it daily. And I think that works better for me. So, they also have self-care on here, which I love, because when I don't take care of myself, I can't think straight. My mental health goes out the window, and I'm like, I don't know how to be happy or live or anything. So you got to take care of yourself too, even if it's like for 5 minutes of just you, like doing something that you love. You got to take care of yourself. So, yeah, that was my tip. Just you got to plan your day. Like maybe it's make one post. I'm going to make a post about this today. You have to post it. Like, or you have to get up this many posts to post because you got to sign some customers, right? So most of my customers don't come off my page. They come from host to post. So if I'm not doing that, I know I'm probably not signing any customers. That was all.
I love that. That was so good. Because guys, I want to touch on that whole, like we're talking about personal development, or not personal development, but self-care. It's so important. Like this is the first thing that we let go and we don't do. And you know, I'm gonna be straight up. If you guys have been around for a while, you probably can share this feeling. But like I'm in a season where I am hustle culture. Okay? Like the idea that you need to work your business at all points in times is outdated. Okay. That's ridiculous. I remember I've been doing this business for almost 5 years. And I remember like my first year in the business, and we always had a Zoom right before a holiday, like hyping us up about working on that holiday. Like we had this whole thing that was like, yeah, tomorrow's Christmas, but that means people are going to be home. So you should be working. And tomorrow's Easter, but people are home. So you need to be sending the messages. And I worked like that for so long in my business that that's just so not it. That's not my dream business. Okay. And I don't believe that you have to have that aggressive hustle culture to have a successful business by any means. And the best way to stay out of that mindset that you have to hustle, and grind and grind and grind is to take self-care and make that like an Olympic sport. Okay. Master self-care. Because right now, do you even know what that looks like for you? Do you know what taking care of yourself is? Like if I had to ask you, give me a list right now of 5 to 10 things that you could do to take care of yourself. How long would it take you to come up with those things? Because a lot of us couldn't even name them. Like we are so in tune and just pushing through life. And I want to challenge you to stop and take time for yourself. Because taking time to get your hair done, to get your nails done, to take a bubble bath, to do yoga, to go for a walk, to cook a meal, to share a glass of wine with your husband, to go out to coffee with friends without your phone. Put that thing on silent. Like to take time to build yourself is going to take you so much further than hustling hard 24/7 ever will. Because what is the point of building a big business if you've hated every moment and you get to the top and you're lonely, you're alone, and you don't recognize the person you became? Right? I don't want you guys to grind your life away. I want you to create a business that's going to be sustainable because it's something that you love. And so much of that starts with loving ourselves first. We can't pour out. We can't be good stewards. We can't love like Jesus loves if we're always showing up so empty. So I want to challenge you guys, take that time to pour into yourself every day. Do something for you. That is so dang important. Just like in an airplane, when the oxygen masks fall down in case of emergency, they always tell you you put your oxygen mask on before you help someone else. But we're showing up day in and day out, sticking oxygen masks on people, wondering why we feel like we're drowning. We're not giving ourselves the space and the ability to breathe. And that's cool. You can do that. You can take time away from your business. I know Laura just went on a trip and she wasn't as plugged in. That's awesome. Good for you. I know Macy just went to Vegas. She wasn't as plugged in. Good for you. Doing things like that is not going to kill your business. That's what the whole point of being in business for yourself is for. Now, yes, it takes dedication to get there, but that doesn't mean you have to wait till you're diamond, double diamond, or whatever you think the best rank is to do that. That means if you know that you're going out of town for the weekend, Monday through Friday, you're working hard. Because hustle culture is that you push no matter what, and you keep going, you keep going, keep going. But I don't believe in that, but I do believe in hard work. And I do believe that this takes effort, and that this takes dedication, and this takes sacrifice, but it doesn't have to take everything. And so when we work diligently and we work passionately and we work hard, we then are afforded the luxury of life, and life with freedom. And so we've got to be showing up responsible for our actions, holding ourselves accountable, planning ahead so that we can afford that freedom of time and space. And like Hannah was saying, guys, you have got to plan your day, okay? If you don't tell your time where to go, it will find a place to wither away and die. If you want to have success in your business, you have to plan your day every single morning. If you want to have success and growth in your life, you need to plan your day every morning. Because I'm not going to show up and then just get in my car and go and hope to end up where I'm going that day. And you know what? It may not be the same place I went yesterday. And it may not be the same place I went last Tuesday. But if you show up every day and you put the coordinates in your GPS first, you map out the route, you are going to set yourself up for a successful day. Like Hannah said, if she doesn't have a list, that crap's not getting done. Look, we're in the process of a crazy season right now of my husband's starting up a construction company. I'm moving. I have a almost 1-year-old, which just makes no sense how that's possible. So I'm planning a first birthday. Like, we are doing so many things right now. I have like 700 lists, okay? Because the thing is if you're not writing it down, you're forgetting it. If it's not written, it's not a priority. Okay? So if you want to be able to prioritize your time, you want to be able to achieve your goals, you've got to have them on paper, and you've got to have a roadmap every single day of how to get there. I was talking with my team yesterday about this. This is my biggest tip for you guys when it comes to scheduling and like planning time, is you need to create 2 lists for your business. If you have not done this, you're doing it tonight. Okay. You have your task list. Okay. It's pretty standard. All the things you're going to do every single day to work your business. You're gonna get your post up. You're gonna get your friend request out. You're gonna get your host to post up. You're gonna do a messenger party. You're gonna call distributors. You're gonna talk to your team. You're gonna go live, whatever it is that you're gonna do every single day for your business. Go make your task list, okay? But so often we forget that second list, and that's what I want you guys to make sure you have done, is you need an oh crap list, okay? Because this is the list where, oh crap, it's 9:50 at night and the kid cried all day and the dog had to take him to the vet and then the car broke down and then this happened and this happened. It's 9:50 and I haven't done anything. Oh crap, what happened to the day? Because what happens is if we don't have a backup, we're sitting there at 9:50 and I'm like, there's no effing way I can do that whole task list. So I'm just going to go to bed. I'm just not going to do it because there's no way I can do all that. I wouldn't even know where to start. That's like more than 10 minutes of work. Okay. Like I don't have it. It's like, but if we have an oh crap list, and this can be 1 to 3 tasks that are income producing, that you know you're going to see results from, that's your oh crap list. This is what you are committed to doing regardless. You could be, does not matter, regardless. You get this done every day. If that means I'm staying up for an hour because I haven't done my 1 to 3 things on my oh crap list, I'm staying up. I don't have to do the whole thing, but that my oh crap list, my income producing activities, whatever they are, will be done every single day. I recommend things, if you're new, sending out friend requests. If you're new or not new, get some host to post up. It doesn't even have to be all of them. Get 5 host to post up on your oh crap list. You know, whatever it is, you're sending up follow-ups, something that is income producing every day. And I promise you, whatever you put on that oh crap list, if you do that every single day, no matter what, you are going to see immense growth in your business. We think we need to do all the things every day to have growth. But the truth is, guys, what you're lacking is not the right to-do list. What you're lacking is the self-discipline to stay consistent with something. And when you get consistent with just a few things, your entire life is going to change. So Laura, I want you to come in and tell us a little bit here about stepping up as the CEO of your own business.
Okay. First off, I need to say, I love what Macy said and Hannah. They both like touched on some amazing things. I'm glad they mentioned it because then it means I can focus elsewhere because I was going to talk about that. You know, you have got to work on self-development. You have got to stay plugged in. You have got to have a list. You have got to plan your week, your day, whatever that may look like to you. And everything you just said, Mariah, is amazing. But also, Chad put something in the comments, and I don't know if anybody else saw it, but he made a comment saying that when he gets back from his regular job, he needs to take like a couple hours to not work so he can wind down from being on his feet, serving others to make his boss happy. Okay. That is what a lot of us are used to. We are used to going to a job where all the hard work and everything that we put in, and you're working hard, but you are doing it for somebody else's dream. Okay, so this particular topic we're talking about today, I may hurt your feelings a little bit. Okay, so if you're not ready to hear this, just be open-minded and know everything I say comes from my heart. We joined this business because we wanted extra money. Now, if you just want a little bit of extra just to go get your nails done every month, or to put like, you know, a little bit of gas in your car, or buy some candy at the store, cool, that's fine. You ain't got to work that hard. But if you are like balls to the wall, all in, want to make some money and want to build your dream so you don't have to take 2 hours out of your day just to decompress from building somebody else's dream, if that life's not for you, you have got to take ownership because this is your business. Now, listen, I have so many things I could say about this because I have no upline. One of the reasons I said no 5 times was because my sister was the one asking me, and I love my sister dearly. She's one of my best friends, but I know her. I knew she would be all obsessive and go all in with this for a good 6 months, 12 at the most. And then she was going to fall. She was just going to find something else to go get obsessed about. And I knew I wouldn't have an upline. I knew I wouldn't have her anymore. And so I didn't want to say yes because I knew she was going to flake out. I said yes anyways because I was desperate. What happened? My sister left. I had no upline. I did have another team. That team left. You know what? I could have been one of those, and this was before the whole mass exodus of this past year. Like this was back in 21, okay? Like 20 into 21. Everybody left. Everybody. I could have went, oh, woe is me. Oh, my upline left. Oh, you know, all these other top income leaders turn their YouTube channels to private, so I can't even plug in there. Like so many things. I could have said no. But at the end of the day, it was not up to my sister for me to go find success. It was not up to my presidential who left for me to have success. It was not up to anybody but me to go find my own success. Did we have boards? No. Did we have a lot of scripts? No. Like I had to go figure the crap out. Like I have a website, I have resources. If I don't have a script, I don't know what it is. I can go look. Okay, because at the end of the day, I love you all. And yes, hopefully you have an upline or an enroller, or if you're on this team page, chances are you are part of Rusty's chat, mine and Mariah's chat, or somehow you got here. Okay, so you have somebody. That's amazing. That is wonderful. I wholeheartedly love that we are one team, one mission, and we all come together because Mariah and I work really close together. We are not like, I'm not her downline. She's not my upline. I'm not her upline. She's not my down. No, none of that. We both just stepped up into the CEO position of our business because we are not going to allow anybody else to determine what our dream and what our legacy and what our income looks like. So don't get me wrong. Hear me when I say this. If you need something from me, 100%, I am here for you. But at the end of the day, if you don't hit your success, it's not because I didn't give you the right script. It's not because I didn't give you this perfect post to put up. And also, side note, posting's not working. I don't know who else needs to hear that. Posting is not working. Say it again. Posting is amazing. Content is wonderful. That's what's going to attract people to your page and keep them coming to your page. But the work we do is first off done up here, and second off done by having conversations. I don't care if that's in a message. Hopefully it's not a script. I don't care if it's in a phone call, on a Zoom, or an in-person. That is where your work is done. And if you are not having conversations and you are not talking to the people, you are not going to sign the customers. You cannot, especially if you are within your first 30 to 90 days, put up a post and be mad when you don't sign 18 customers or you have nobody comment on your stuff. You have got to grow that following. Can I put up a post about Easter and get 100 likes and 97 comments? Yeah, I can. Could I have done that over 3 years ago when I first started? Absolutely not. It was crickets, you guys. You have got to work for it. If you want this bad enough, you will go make it work. Now, we love you and we are here for you and we will give you all the love and support we need. But at the end of the day, I am not sitting next to you on your couch making sure you go message everybody you need to. And I'm not a fan of the hustle culture. But at the end of the day, if you want to be CEO, you've got to work like CEO. They're not going to sit there and work 5 minutes out of their day and then be mad when their paycheck doesn't have a comma in it. Okay? You want CEO money, you got to put in CEO work ethic. And that means, yes, I took a trip. I went out to go visit my grandmas who are like 89 and 94 years old, and my kids haven't seen them in years, and they're not going to be here much longer. So I made time this Easter to go spend that with them. And I put my phone down. I didn't have it most of the weekend, but I knew I was going to have that. So my CEO mindset, I had some posts prepared. I knew I was going to be able to go take some content. I took a walk for myself, me care time the one morning because it was so nice out on Easter morning. Took a walk down by the river, hanging out just by myself, made some content, had some me time. And I was able to do all of that because I planned it out. I knew what my life was going to be like. And also I was able to pick up, pack up, and go on this trip without having to worry about requesting time off. That is a CEO mindset. And if you want that, you've just got to put in the work ethic. And if you're not, you don't get to be butthurt and you don't get to be mad at your enroller or your upline or because so-and-so didn't help you, because it's on you. Like, I love you all dearly, but take ownership. And if you know you struggle with planning out posts, work on it. That's like, I don't know. I had my moment where I had my woe is me because I didn't have an upline. I didn't have a team. But for me, it was more, I was annoyed because I felt like we weren't getting all the little nuggets that like the people who have the ambassadors and like the triple and aboves, you know, they get all these little details of what's coming so we can prepare our teams. We didn't have that. I had that moment where I was like, oh, this stinks, but it's more so because I wanted the community. So at the end of the day, I had two choices. I could quit, go back to work, put my kids back in daycare. That's expensive, and I didn't want to do that. Or I could put my big girl panties on, and instead of being mad that I didn't have the community, I could go find my own community. And that is the difference between successful people's mindset and unsuccessful people. So if you are not of the right mindset, work on that first, then do all the other things. And I could go on, but I'm going to stop myself here because I know we're already coming up on 10 o'clock and I could just keep talking. So I will stop.
Girl, I don't think anyone's going to make you. Man, drop us something in the chat if that was incredible. Okay. I love all the things you said there. So freaking good. So often, you guys, we show up treating this business like it's a hobby, but expecting a full-time job pay. And that's just not gonna happen. You have to balance the equation. What do you want to make? Because if you want to make $2,000 a month, if you want to make $5,000 a month, you're not going to get there showing up a couple of minutes here and there. You have to be committed. You have to find the windows of time. You have to make it happen. You have to plug in on Zooms. Like, yeah, congratulations, all 27 of us that have showed up. But so often, people aren't plugging into Zooms. If you worked in an office and you had a meeting and you didn't show up, don't you think that would be a problem? But yet in a situation like this, we cut ourselves slack because we don't have that boss and we just say, oh, I'll watch the recording. Guys, you will never get the same energy, the same fire, the same motivation watching a recording than you ever will be on live. It's so important to plug in every chance you get. I love that. You've got to take responsibility in creating the business of your dreams. It's going to take a lot of work, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to afford you so much freedom. It's going to afford you the ability to go out and bless others. It's going to afford you that life, that dream life that you want. It's going to allow you to break the change, to step out into something different, to create something for yourself bigger than anything you ever knew. But it's never going to be easy. You guys, we set out to do something. So many of us, we set out to do something, to be the first, to do something crazy, to go out and break the chains. But guys, have you ever tried to break a freaking chain? It's not an easy task. And we have to be willing to accept that it's hard work and put the hard work in for a little while. That's the thing about this. You work hard for a little. A couple months, a couple years as you build. And when you work hard, diligent, and focused for that little, I mean, guys, what is 2 years, right? What's 2 years? If you worked hard for 2 years and then made $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month, if you were able to really grind, be consistent, still give yourself that grace of time, plan ahead so you have those windows where you aren't having to do that crazy hustle culture where you work on holidays and you work till you're blind. But if you worked hard, not to death, but hard for 2 years, man, where would you be? If you were consistent showing up for your business every day for 2 years, where do you think you would be? That's just, I do math, 730 days. That's all. We could count to 730, okay? It's not that big of a number. I won't do it for you, but I trust you could count to 730, okay? If you were consistent and showed up for your business every single day for 730 days, you did your personal development, you got your host to post up, you sent your friend request, you did your follow-ups, you showed up for your business, for your dream life, for 730 days, let me tell you, the person that you would become, you would not recognize. Because not only would you master discipline in your business, your entire life would be different. Your marriage would be different. Your finances would be different. How you're a mom or dad would be different. How you're a friend would be different. How you're a daughter or son would be different. Everything about how you live your life would be different forever. Forever and ever and ever. For 20 years down the road, you would be different and stronger and braver and be able to do things so much larger than anything you could comprehend right now. If you gave it 2 years of consistency, you would never look back. You would have done everything that you wanted and more. But the thing is you have to own up that this is your business. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to hold your hand. No one's going to make sure you're accountable. That's your job because this is your future. This is your children's future. And it's time that you show up like the person I know you can be. Take ownership of your business and create the business of your future. I'm so excited, you guys. I know so much is coming and I appreciate all of you for joining in tonight, taking time of your Tuesday. And I would love to see you guys back on next week. I'm sending all my loves. I am praying for you guys. I know we're working for Jamaica right now. We're about to be sipping some margaritas, okay? And if you guys were on my Zoom, what was that, last week? If you show up in Jamaica, on resort, come find me and I'll buy your first drink, okay? Only at the all-inclusive, I will buy your first drink. Come find me. But I'm going to pray us out real quick. I'm just so thankful for all of you guys for joining in. and showing up consistently for your business. You guys are really the rock stars here. So dear Lord Jesus, thank you so much for this time. Thank you so much for this place that we get to come and we get to grow better and stronger and more into the people that you're calling us to be. I'm so excited for what's about to happen in these businesses as we are learning and mastering self-discipline, as we're taking responsibility for our actions, for our consequences, for our business, for our team, as we're showing up fully committed to what you're calling us to. I know that you're going to walk ahead, that you're going to blaze a trail, that you are going to do things so immensely greater than anything that we can even fathom or see at this point in time. And I know it's just our job to show up consistently, following in the steps you laid out, and you'll handle the rest. You will handle the harvest. You will bring blessing upon blessing upon blessing. And I'm so thankful for each and every person on the Zoom tonight. I know you've brought them here for a reason, not just tonight, but in this company. I just did all of that and that was so dang good. And apparently I muted myself. That's so stinks, but whatever. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. That's what most of it meant. So oh, thank you guys for dealing with me anyways. Look, I'm telling you, it has been